Today I will be hiking in Sleeping Giant State Park in Hamden, Connecticut. Too far away, it's a little over an hour drive just north of New Haven, so from Westerly. I think it's an hour, 20 minutes. I don't know if there's actually any mountains there, but I know there's lots of steep ridges and cliffs that it's supposed to be a lot of fun to explore. And it's gotten great reviews, so I think it'll be a good hike. I think the most well-known part is the lookout tower on the top, and I'll definitely check that out. I'm not really sure what else to do because, as you can see on the trail map here, there's a pretty good variety of trails, and I don't really know which ones are the best. But I'm not sure. I guess I'll just follow whatever looks cool and get a 2 to 3 mile hike. Definitely check out the tower and then call it a day. Okay, we're in, not sure where we are right now, but we're pretty close to Hamden. Since then we're 11 minutes away, so almost there, and hopefully I can get a few shots of the, I guess, hill and mountain, whatever it is, when we get a little closer, so stay tuned. Okay, so I just got here, Sleeping Giant State Park in Hamden, Connecticut. Ride felt a little longer than I thought. What's interesting is Quinnipiac University is actually right across the street. You can see it right there. That's pretty interesting, I guess. Today's Saturday, December 2nd, 2017, and we're gonna go hike to the tower. Or I am. No one's with me. See what else there is. And yeah, it should be interesting. I like these trees. Pretty cool. They actually did not charge me a fee to park, so I'm not sure if that's only for the summer or if I'm going to get ticketed, but whatever. I don't really care. Let's go over there and check out the trail map. Alright, I'm here at the trail map. Looks like a bunch of losers are climbing the tower up there. Huge group. Don't really want to hike with them, so I don't even know. This is really confusing. Starting the hike. Literally no idea where I'm going here. I want to go find the blue trail. Definitely don't want to take the tower trail with me. Okay, I think I found the blue blaze here. Pretty confusing because there's a lot of different colors, a lot of different ways to go up. But hopefully I'm on the right way here because there is a blue blaze. So I'm gonna check my map just to be sure. Looks like it crosses off with white. Alright, no worries. Looks like I just gotta go down and before I go up. Lots of rock formations, definitely pretty hilly. This trail looks technical. Also, it is a lot colder than I expected, and as you can see, I am wearing shorts, which probably wasn't the best move. I do have a pair of pants in my bag, but hopefully I'll warm up soon. I think it's about 35 degrees, so yeah. This trail's a little rockier than anticipated. I guess that's good though. blue continues this way. See a little bridge there. Looks like there's some kind of river up here. It's actually just kind of my hands that are cold. It's kind of a frequent problem. Okay, I think I'm officially on the blue trail now, and I'm going to start the climb. I don't know how much I'm going to talk from this point on. There's a group behind me, which is never fun. Yeah, you can see it's already pretty steep. I don't know how much climbing it is. It did say the blue trail is the hardest way to reach the tower. And it had several different grades for difficulty on the map, with the blue trail receiving an A, which is supposed to be the hardest. Already climbed good 30 feet or so. Gonna continue to go to the top. This is actually a very beautiful place. I was expecting this to be a lot like Ragged Mountain Preserve, which is in Connecticut, but so this looks a lot nicer. Ooh, look down there, you can see just had a pretty good climb there. Sometimes I run these, sometimes I hike them. Glad I did the hike today. A nice view of the other point of elevation up there. Wow. So yeah, climbing a pretty good amount right there. Wow, there's another kind of peak there. I think that's the one that we could see from the highway. See if we can get any good views here. See the road below there. Now I'm going to pause just to get a shot. Alright, continuing on the blue trail. Decent views here. It's a little hard to see because there's some trees in the way, but this trail here looks pretty cool, so I'm going to stop talking for now, and then I'll bring it back when it's a major... Oh, wow, actually. Now that looks really cool. You can see that. That's got to be the highest point in the park. So, I think that's where we're going. Looks like we're gonna have a pretty dramatic reveal right here. That is amazing. Wow. See some pretty steep cliffs, and you got that. Let me get up here, slightly better view. And I'm gonna get a panoramic shot here. So yeah, as you can see, a pretty scenic point here. You can see mountains over there, and then obviously this major thing is the real highlight. I'm gonna linger in this shot for a few seconds. Alright, continue on. Very steep drops right here as well. Wow. Now I'm inches away from this pretty big fall here. Wow, quite the drop. Okay, now we're gonna have to do some steep climbs. I don't think I can hold the camera with this. Actually, you know what? Scratch that, I'll try. Yeah, right there is clearly very steep and very technical. Let me get a photo of that. Alright, it looks like blue is pre-merged, has connected with red again, and so we're going to be on this blue-red trail for a while. And wow, it's absolutely stunning how steep those cliffs are. And perhaps we'll be taking the difficult route here. Wow. Alright, so I'm beginning the steep descent here at number 5. Not sure what that means, but obviously this, you can see pretty technical trail. I'm going to go all the way up there to the top. Okay, another steep climb. This is the trail. Oh, I guess I could have gone around. Oh well, we're from this way. See if we can get a view here. Wow, that is some view. Ooh. Just right there. Looks like there's gonna be a lot of these scenic viewpoints as we go. extremely rocky technical terrain, as you can see right here. You know, climbing a mountain, I guess, should always be difficult. I'm not sure if this is a mountain or a hill. What's it called? The state map didn't show. State park map didn't show any like peak or anything, but it definitely feels like a mountain, and in a way, it's more strenuous than other ones I've done. You just look at this trail. We're going up a pretty steep grade right here. Whew. Okay, not sure how far to the top. I think we're probably only half a mile in, but definitely feel like I've ascended quite a bit. Now we're just down to that spot there, and eventually all the way over there, you can see Quinnipiac University. Pretty panoramic views again. You can see New Haven way in the distance over there, and then closer, you know, you got a couple smaller mountains, and you can continue back up the Quinnipiac Trail towards the top. There's an 8, not sure what that is. I think I'm gonna go up here just see if there's anything. Maybe it's just a scenic point. Looks like Blue Trail goes a couple different ways. Oh, I guess it just splits in the middle. I'm gonna go back over there because it looks a little more exciting. Yeah, I guess it's just another viewpoint. Deep Advantage. This one's actually a little bit better. See New Haven again. Gonna continue back on up. I'll just go this way. And if you have noticed, there is absolutely no one on this trail, which is fantastic. I think one of the negatives, one of the cons about hiking Monadnock was that it was pretty crowded and you had to wait a lot. Here, it's just me. Alright, so the trail continues on up, it looks like, and actually it looks like we could have a viewpoint here, so I'm just gonna go up this ledge and see what's out there. Oh wow, and as you can see, it's absolutely fantastic view of Quinnipiac University, right there. I can hear some other hikers over there. And New Haven again. Actually, I'm gonna check out what's there too. It's like some kind of ledge here. Once again, top of a huge cliff. You can see the Tower Trail way down there. Hikers on that, Quinnipiac. Massive. Okay, now I've gotten the yellow, a little confusing as you can see. We got a blue blaze right here, and now it's yellow, so I'm not really sure what that means. I guess I'll follow yellow and hopefully it'll lead me back to blue because it doesn't look like there's anywhere else you can go here. And lots of giant cliffs here. Not sure where we are. It doesn't look like there's a higher point than this. Maybe I'm missing something. Or maybe it's just flat from here to the tower. Okay, and we are back on blue here, which is good. I'm not sure if we're going over to that other mountain / hill or if the tower's up here. But either way, I don't see the tower anywhere, so looks like we still have some climbing to do. Here's another ledge. That is pretty cool. Ledge up here. This looks pretty tight. Got to be careful. Right above, pretty steep outcrop. You can see the main trail down there, as we did before, but right here we got quite the drop. These rocks in between are pretty interesting. You see that hiking group down there? And I am very high up. Those people are down almost near base level with Quinnipiac University, but you can see I'm on top of these absolutely massive cliffs here. Wow, this right here, this might be the best view yet, you know. You can see the tower, the trail way down there. I'm not actually sure if it's a tower trail anymore. I'm not really sure where it goes. I really don't know where this tower is. I've obviously said it a couple times in this video, but this blue trail here is simply amazing. And I'd read the reviews and saw that this place had pretty good reviews, but I was not expecting this kind of views, not this frequently. This might be the best hike or run I've ever done in the state of Connecticut. And I'm very glad I went here today. Okay, looks like they have a lot of these pretty amazing viewpoints, but this one looks like juts out a little more than usual. And once again, very, very steep drops right next to us. Wow. I was just there. Absolutely massive cliffs everywhere to be seen, and we're really on the top here. It's actually funny, these tour guides are talking, they said, that's the chin of the giant. I said, someone's up there. Pretty sure that was me. We got another pretty good steep terrain here. Okay, it looks like there's some other people here, so I'm finally not alone. I'm gonna stop talking for now. Okay, I'm not completely sure what's going on right now. Looks like we're going down a little bit, so maybe did a pretty good ascent and then do another one. I'm not really sure. Obviously haven't gotten to the tower yet, and I really don't know where it is, but the tour guide seems to be taking the tower trail down there, and now it looks like we are going in a similar direction, so I think the two paths will converge somewhere. I'm a little confused right now, and looks like we're going down. I don't know, maybe the tower's in another cliff or ledge, and we gotta go down first, but definitely appears that we are descending. Not entirely sure where we are. Now I'm going to take out the trail map and just do a quick check, because it dropped about 50 feet of elevation that I was not counting on. The trail clearly continues to go down. So my camera is actually running out of battery a little bit, so looks like we're going to ascend a little, and I'll come back when we get to the tower. I'm not entirely sure where I am. I was up on that cliff before. We descended all the way down, so I don't know, it isn't blazed very well here, so not really sure. Gonna have to wait for the next intersection to see what's going on. I've temporarily converged to the main trail, but looks like we're breaking off again, and I think now we're gonna do the final climb to the tower. If you can see that ledge up there, that's where I was before we came down over there. And once again, we're gonna be heading up to the tower, still on the Quinnipiac Trail. Very surprised to check, I'm only a mile in. It took about 40 minutes, so I guess I've been really taking my time to get these shots right and make this video. And the ledge over there. This is a much easier trail right now. Guessing it'll get harder. So we are going to be going up. Okay, I'm pretty close to the end. I could see the tower now, which was a surprise because it came out of nowhere, and I haven't felt like I've climbed that much after I made my initial descent, but it's right there as you can see, and I get up close. Very neat tower. Fortunately, I think we're going to have to get up close with some people. But I'm going to take the tower trail down just because the blue trail is a little harder and the tower seems a little more direct. I got the shots I wanted from blue, so it's okay. Alright, here's the tower right in front of you there. Pretty cool, and hopefully we can go up to the top. there's nothing there. Alright, here are the stairs. I'm gonna go up this way. Alright, almost to the top now. Sorry about that. There's some couple that were sitting and completely blocking the top view from the top, which was pretty annoying. But it didn't look like there was much more to view. So it's alright. I think that's going to be the end of the hike. I'm going to take the tower trail down. Maybe get a few shots there, but that's pretty much it. Heading down the tower trail now. Much more crowded, but more direct route than the blue trail I took up, so get down a little faster. Obviously, much easier terrain. Alright, so as I'm concluding my hike, I wanna give my thoughts about it. I think I was a little, for most mountains, I guess this isn't, I don't think there's a really mountain, there's lots of hills with steep ledges, but I think for most climbs, you get to the top and that's the best part, because you have your amazing views and you're just on top of everything. But here, I think it was more the journey going up. The initial ascent was absolutely amazing. You saw that trail, very steep but also very fun. The views were also best there on the ledges up there. I did not know it was going to descend and then go back up, but at a very slight rate. Definitely glad I took the blue trail, because getting up to those ledges was the most fun part, and to be honest, the tower didn't provide such great views. I thought the tower itself was kind of cool, but the views were the best at the ascent. Overall though, I definitely enjoyed the hike. I was surprised how great the views were. I was a little disappointed with the tower, as I said, but that initial ascent was pretty amazing and something I'd definitely be interested in doing again. Definitely surprised how difficult some of the terrain was. In a way, I think that first climb, the one that I filmed earlier, was actually more difficult than maybe any of the climbing in Monadnock. Very steep. Overall, I would say this was a pretty good hike. Not as good as Monadnock, simply because when you got to the top, it was a little disappointing. Not much there, and it's not the same feeling as summiting a mountain. But I obviously didn't expect this to be as good as Monadnock. It's a big difference between the mountains in New Hampshire and the mountains in Connecticut. But for what this was, Connecticut Mountain just outside, Connecticut Hill, or ledges, I guess, just outside the city, I thought this was a pretty good hike. And I think there's a lot to explore in this area. I definitely like this more than Ragged Mountain, even though Ragged Mountain itself was pretty awesome. And there's other places I want to explore nearby include Castle Craig, and I think there's about 3 peaks over there in Hubbard Park in Meriden, Connecticut, just south of Hartford. And there's also Bear Mountain northeast, which is northwest corner of Connecticut and Salisbury, which I'm planning to combine a hike with some of the Berkshires and some waterfalls in there. And I also want to go to Kent Falls, and that might be it. There's a couple other state parks I want to check out, but I think for climbing, I just got a couple more to cross off the list in Connecticut, and then I'll have a few in Massachusetts, and then I'll be making my way to northern New England for the real mountains up there. That's going to be it for this hike. Thank you for watching.